Would you play the same way if you knew it was your last show? Tragedy caught them at their best, and they might have left this world, but never stepped off the stage. These 10 rockers didn't receive a warning, but they gave music their all until their last breath, passing away live on stage in front of their fans. Number 1. Mark Sandman. Morphine was playing in Palestrina, Italy on July 3rd, 1999. It was a boiling hot summer, and when the band took the stage, the temperature was 99 degrees Fahrenheit. The crowd was expecting one of Morphine's unforgettable hypnotic performances, but instead witnessed the final notes of Low Rock's pioneer and main figure. Mark Sandman was singing and playing his 2-string slide bass when, suddenly, out of the blue, he collapsed on stage. His 6'4" figure crumbled and fell in slow motion in front of a static audience. It wasn't part of the show, it wasn't a rehearsed performance, it was the band's frontman suffering a massive heart attack in front of a roaring crowd.
Have a lucky day. Have a lucky day.
Mark Sandman wasn't just a singer or a composer, he was a one-of-a-kind artist with outstanding creative sensitivity and a particular flair for dark, mellow, sexy rock songs that haunted an entire generation. His passing left a huge void in alternative music that hasn't been filled to this day. If collapsing on stage seems like an uncanny event to witness, wait until you see what's coming in second place. Number 2. Dimebag Darrell. Damage Plan was about to hit the stage at the Alrosa Villa in Columbus, Ohio on December 8, 2004. The crowd was rumbling inside the packed house. What nobody knew was that an armed, mentally unstable ex-Marine was in the audience. By the end of the first song, this deranged fan got on stage and shot Dimebag multiple times, causing his death on the spot. 3 fatal victims died that night before a police officer could take the shooter down. That night, a 9mm pistol silenced the most outrageous guitar talent of a generation. Dimebag was only 38 years old. With Pantera, he made history on board thunderous riffs like Cowboys from Hell and 5 Minutes Alone, wailing solos and a new genre, groove metal. But his stellar career and unique talent went silent with the deafening sound of a bullet. He will forever be remembered as a burning star in the pantheon of metal guitar gods. The man might be gone, but his legacy is well kept in the hands of those who loved him the most. Some artists leave us at the peak of their careers, others in their decline. That's the story of this Japanese icon coming up next. Number 3. Atsushi Sakurai. The crowd was in ecstasy when their exclusive fan club-only sold-out show at the KT Zepp Yokohama began on October 19, 2003. Singer and frontman Atsushi Sakurai sat to sing the second song, and managed to push through the third before collapsing entirely and being escorted off the stage in front of thousands of souls in awe. He was 57 years old when he died at the hospital just hours later. He had had a brainstem hemorrhage and went out to perform anyway, showing his true colors, giving all he had to performing for his audience as he had done all his career. This time though, the show didn't go on. Atsushi was born for the stage and had a light of his own. After 23 studio albums reaching Japan's top 10 multiple times with Bucktick, he was the image and the voice that accompanied generations into adulthood. He was given the Lifetime Achievement Award at the 65th Japan Record Awards that same year. Atsushi Sakurai gave music his all until his last breath. From moving crowds to investigating rhythm, the next is a very powerful musician gone too soon. Number 4. Nick Menza. The night of May 21, 2016, Nick Menza was playing with his new band, OHM, at a club in Los Angeles called The Baked Potato. The house was packed, and the cheering crowd screamed for more as the jazz fusion band put on an unforgettable show. Suddenly, the audience, just feet away from the performing band, fell silent. Musicians and staff ran for help. Nick Menza was lying on the floor behind the drums, unconscious. He just had a massive and fatal heart failure. He was just 51 years old. Nick Menza played in Megadeth's most successful album run in the 90s. Timeless metal hits like Symphony of Destruction made thousands jump to his relentless beat. He was a brutal drummer capable of a huge sound that moved crowds. Yet he was also a humble student who, despite fame, never stopped studying and finding new musical challenges. He dedicated his entire life to his craft and was named among the best in the world. He died the same way he lived, doing what he loved the most. If you think fans were scared when they witnessed number 4, you'll be shocked by number 5. Number 5. Les Harvey. Les Harvey and his band, Stone the Crows, were performing at Swansea Top Rank in Wales on May 3, 1972. The guitarist was a rising force, making a name for himself in the rock and roll world, praised by peers and fans. That night, as he was tearing the fabric of reality with his guitar, he reached out for the microphone while holding the instrument. The mic wasn't grounded, and his body acted as a superconductor for a deadly electricity discharge. Les was dead when the paramedics arrived. He was only 27 years old. He was one of those guitarists who just emerged into the scene as a fully formed, powerful, soulful voice capable of captivating an audience with his playing. His light was put out too soon, and it was a tragedy that could have been prevented. His death helped raise awareness about safety measures to protect musicians on stage, which led to major changes in the industry. Allow me to pause here for a second. From Mark Sandman's slow crumbling to Les Harvey's tragic onstage accident, these musicians gave rock and roll even their last breath. Which was the most shocking for you? Did you have the chance to catch them live? We would love to hear your experiences and thoughts in the comments below. Number 6. Mike Scaccia. December 22nd, 2012, at the Rail Club in Fort Worth, Texas. It was a packed night, and the ignited crowd was there to party for Rigor Mortis's singer Bruce Corbett's 50th birthday. The band was going full blast, having fun, when Mike Scaccia fell to the floor. Everybody thought it was part of his usual outrageous performance, but he wasn't moving. It was a sudden and fatal heart attack. Mike Scaccia was declared dead on arrival at the local hospital. He had been at the eye of the storm when galloping drums, heavy synthesizers, and even heavier guitars gave birth to industrial rock. Known for his onstage pyrotechnics, thunderous riffing guitar, and tremolo picking, he helped shape the sound of industrial heavy metal with Ministry. His distorted, thunderous riffs went into the next world, echoing and reverberating into eternity, but his influence can be heard all over the modern metal scene. He was a true pioneer, with a bold spirit and talent to spare. The next is the most epic way to say goodbye to an artist while celebrating his life. Number 7. Bruce Hampton. May 1st, 2017 at the Fox Theater in Atlanta, Georgia. That night, the venue hosted Bruce Hampton's 70th birthday. It was a party of epic proportions with a stage full of guests of all walks of music. They were celebrating the career and epic life of the heart of Atlanta's music scene. The band left the stage after an emotionally loaded, spotless performance. Everyone was in a state of bliss. During the encore, and while guitar prodigy Brandon Niederauer was playing the solo on Turn On Your Love Light, Hampton collapsed on stage and remained facing the floor while the guitarist finished his time under the spotlight. More than a minute went by until they realized Bruce wasn't getting up. The singer was declared dead soon after.
Let it ride, let it roll, let it fly.
A massive heart attack ended his life that night. He went away surrounded by lifelong companions, fans, friends, and family, doing what he loved the most. Passing away at your birthday party is a strange occurrence, but the next one is even stranger. Number 8. Sib Hashian. The ocean stretched as far as Sib Hashian could see while drumming on board the MSC Divina on March 22, 2017. He was playing the Legends of Rock cruise for screaming fans when his steady, tight beat suddenly stopped. The band was in the middle of the set, but Sib just faded from his seat and never made it back. Although he received medical attention on board, he was pronounced dead shortly after. Hashian had once been the commander of the beat for Boston and was responsible for the driving force in timeless hits like More Than a Feeling. During the band's golden era, they dominated the charts and played for packed arenas, considered one of the biggest acts of the 70s. Sib wasn't just another drummer who had a couple of hits and retired to spend his last days playing in sleepers at home. He chased the dream and polished his craft literally to the last second. Number 9 isn't just another on this list, it's one of the biggest nightclub tragedies in US history. Number 9. Ty Longley. It's one of the biggest nightclub tragedies in US history. Great White was playing at The Station, a packed small nightclub in Rhode Island, on February 20th, 2003. Everybody was ready for a great night of face-melting riffs, sing-alongs, and fan favorites. To kick it off, the band ignited pyrotechnics, uninformed foamy isolation material installed to prevent neighbor complaints on the roof and walls, instantly caught on fire. Flames roared and the crowd evacuated frantically under a dense smoke cloud. Soon, the flames engulfed the entire building, taking the lives of 100 people. Only a quarter of the almost 500 made it out unharmed in one of the worst nightclub incidents in the history of the US. Ty Longley, the vivacious, talented, outstanding young guitar player for Great White, never made it out. His passion for the instrument and his talent went away too soon. But his son, AC Ty Longley, runs Beats, a musician-oriented charity in his memory. He's gone, but his passion and spirit live on, helping other musicians. The final artist on this list reinvented himself many times but always remained true to himself. Number 10. Johnny Guitar Watson. The Ocean Boulevard Blues Cafe in Yokohama was the venue for that night's Johnny Guitar Watson's performance during his 1996 tour in Japan. It was May 17th, and the influential rock blues icon walked on stage with his guitar, but stopped midway. The band started playing Superman Lover, but he raised an arm and put his hand to his chest in complete silence in front of a thunderstruck audience, only to collapse seconds later. He was pronounced dead at a nearby hospital that same night. He had a massive heart attack while performing. Johnny started his career in the 50s with a unique flamboyant style and a scorching live act. He's cited as an influence by artists the size of Frank Zappa and is one of the unsung guitar heroes of that generation. A fellow musician told the media 2 days after his death that Johnny said to him, "If I have to die, I want to die on stage." He played his heart out until it had no more to give.
Can't realize.
Our list of rockers who tragically died on stage ends right here. Each of their lives left a well-deserved mark in music history, and their talent will never leave the stage. If you want to visit the B-side of rock and roll and learn more secrets about the music scene, you can't miss our next video.